we are already seeing where Trump's tariffs could significantly impact the consumer here at home.
A 25% tariff on any foreign cars or auto parts will go into effect in just a couple of hours.
News 19's Peyton Newman spoke with the North Alabama dealership tonight. And Peyton, what are their worries and how soon should we be seeing these increased prices?
Ben, Tamika, we won't be seeing those prices increase anytime soon. Actually, dealerships across the Tennessee Valley tell me that it's too early to know the true impact these tariffs will have, but cars on the lot right now will stay at their price. Now, those companies are concerned with how the cost will be distributed, meaning how much the company will absorb and how much is passed on to then the consumer.
If you're on the market for a new car, dealerships are saying now is the time to buy it before the 25% tariffs go into effect for imported vehicles tonight at midnight. Michael Ponter, the general manager of Hiley Mazda, says everything on the lot right now will stay the same price, along with imported cars already at the ports. But those prices may not last.
They may choose to absorb some of the tariff and then add to the price line of the new cars. They may choose just to add to the price line of the new cars. We're not exactly sure, but it could mean some raising of prices as we move forward in the calendar year.
If manufacturers push the entire 25% tariff onto consumers, that would bring the cost of a $30,000 car up to nearly $40,000. But the tariffs won't just affect those walking through the lot to buy a new car. It could also increase the cost of repairs for the car you already own. The 25% increase also applies to auto parts, meaning repair costs could also be going up.
Because if automotive parts go up, then of course the cost of service would go up. We're just going to have to see what ends up happening with that pricing as we move forward.
With how new the tariffs are, the direct impacts and increasing prices across manufacturers remain unknown.
And now Ponter told me they have seen a ton of customers over the last week looking to take that plunge on a new car before the tariffs. And he wants to emphasize that cars on the lots right now will not be impacted. Tamika.